Welcome to another episode of the Don Davis Real Estate TRED podcast. This is Don Davis of Don Davis Realty Group at Douglas Elliman Luxury Real Estate, broadcasting live right here at Dream Studios. Glad to have you here for another episode. Go ahead and tune in, and we have a special guest in the audience today, or should I say the studio today, none other but Tony Hills, former NFL Super Bowl player right here live in the studio today. So you're gonna really like what we're about to explore today. Once again, welcome to the Real Estate Don podcast. Welcome back to the Real Estate Don podcast, TRED podcast. Wanted to welcome everybody here. Today we have Tony Hills, former Texas Longhorn Super Bowl champion. Tony Hills in the studio today. Like I say, one of my guys. When I say my guys, and when I mean my guys, is a winner on and off the field. That's very important to me. Tony and I met a couple months ago, and we realized we have a lot of friends in common. So that's why I wanted to bring him onto the podcast and discuss exactly what it took not only to become a Super Bowl champion, but also to be raised in the SWAT and be able to transition from the SWAT to Austin, to being a Longhorn, to being a Super Bowl champion, to be a champion in business now, and how you're going to give back to the community and to everyone else through those phases. So kind of to share with the audience what it was like growing up in the SWAT, Southwest Alief, Texas, and being I think you say you grew up in a single parent household.
Yeah,
And how many siblings do you have?
a lot. Papa was a Rolling Stone, man.
Exactly.
No, I got I always counter my angel. So I have a sister that passed, Nikki.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then it's I have four brothers.
Four brothers.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So me and my younger brother share the same mom, and the rest of us share the same dad.
So that kind of shows where some of the athleticism came from, for sure. Just being at home with three other brothers. You said four brothers. I'm sorry.
We have four brothers. So yeah. So me and my younger brother Jeremy, we grew up together. I met my other siblings a little later in life, like in middle school and stuff. But yeah, no, definitely the competition was there. Out of all of us, my older brother probably had the most like just pure athletic talent. Right?
Wow.
Which is saying something, because all of us have it. Like my baby brother, we can get into that a little later, but he's the owner of the collective out in Austin. So I mean, he literally trains the top performing athletes. Right?
Wow.
But yeah, out of all of us, man, big bro Mike, man, he was that one.
Mike. So Big Mike kind of laid the foundation. Like, if you're gonna do it right.
Oh man, he was the father figure. He's the reason why I know how to tie a tie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, he literally taught me how to tie a tie on Zoom.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's the father figure of the group, man. All of the things and the lessons that we learned, somebody that we can lean on.
Mm-hmm.
He really preached, brotherhood. We've had our ups and downs, ebbs and flows, but at the end of the day, when he finally get tired of us arguing one another, he step in and we all listen. He big chief.
And then you had to be like that. Being in a single parent household,
Yeah.
he was kind of like the father figure in that aspect. And I can relate, because I grew up in a single parent household as well. So at the same time, when it's all said and done, we played ball to take care of our moms.
Yeah.
So you this is Alief, Texas, right?
Yes.
Alief, Texas, Southwest Alief, Texas. You got people don't realize you got every culture, every race.
Yeah.
Everybody's competitive in every aspect. You got people hustling, people doing education, people doing athletics. So what high school did you come out of?
I went to Elsick.
Elsick High School. Elsick High School. And you being highly recruited at the time for football and basketball?
Yeah. So funny story. So man, I my story is pretty simple, man. I like you talked about, grew up in Alief.
Yes.
Right. And if you know anything about Alief, which I know you do, but for the listeners, man, it's one of those areas to where, you were just happy that you made it home alive.
Exactly. I can witness that. So were you near the Mint?
Man, I grew up, I was off of 45 Cook Road, Cook and Bel Air, man, literally right across the street from Hastings.
Yeah, you remind me of
Sun Blossom Woods, man.
And what's that song that came out? I just pulled off the lot. Spice Lane.
Spice Lane. Yep. That was on the other side.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We were cooking Bel Air, man. But you know, so yeah, you can talk about single parent. Pops left.
Yeah.
You know, so that automatically thrust me because at that time it's me, my little brother, and my mom. So that thrust me into that like father figure type role to make sure I'm protecting him, and make sure that I'm doing what I need to do for her, because you know mom's working 70 hours. Or
Correct.
And so what happens is what I found with a lot of boys, that when their father is not present, it goes two ways, right? There's an intrinsic anger that's going to come out extrinsically, meaning that you're going to react to how you feel, or you turn to sports.
Yes.
So for me, when I'm looking at what's happening in the area, I'm like, I can't go down that route, because even though we need the money, if I do that, it's going to crush her.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I went to sports. And so in A-Leaf, they teach you this thought process that you're a product of your environment. But I left A-Leaf not based off of my environment, but based off my decisions.
Correct.
So when I left A-Leaf, bro, I had never left the state. And because of sports, I ended up leaving the country. So I ended up playing basketball overseas at 14.
Wow.
Yeah. So that taught me that valuable lesson. I'm not a product of my environment, but I'm a product of the decisions that I make.
So you end up traveling for basketball.
I did, in the Junior Olympics.
And when did you know that, okay, it's going to be football instead of basketball?
When I got back.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got back from Spain, we had a wonderful outing, man. We ended up placing second. We lost to another American team out of the whole tournament. And we traveled, bro. Barcelona, Valencia, Madrid, bro. You got to think about this for all the homies that's watching this in the hood right now. Like how I came up, right? We all had that story, that Ricky story, right? Bro, I'm sitting in the stands, bro, watching the Matador bullfight.
Like
in Barcelona. But I don't think you don't really understand like what that do to you, bro. Like if you able to like really just live, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. If you able to just really live in that moment, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm from A-Leaf, bro.
Yes.
Why in the world? How did I get
here? This door got open for you, but it also let you know that the sports you're playing on is rough as you thought. If somebody's watching a bullfight, you know what I mean? Because when the bulls come, so little concussion, little injury every here and there ain't gonna be nothing like that bull coming.
Nah,
to get
you can't lose on a bullfight, bro. But I tell you this, man. It taught me, man. I took a lesson from that too. The lesson was, man, you got to move gracefully in adversity.
Yes.
You got to know how to move, bro. So when I came back, like, I still had that desire that physicality wasn't there for me, like in basketball, like it was in football.
Gotcha.
So I dropped that, picked it up. I actually was pretty good at it. I was the number 1 tight end in Texas and the number 5 player in the country. So I always messed with my dog, VD Vernon.
Yeah.
I seen him not too long, a couple years ago. But I always mess with him and let him know that, I was a rank higher than you in high school.
You talking about Vernon Davis?
Vernon Davis.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then also,
he ended up being a better pro at tight end.
Yeah. So that's how it is sometimes. Because Bo Outlaw was higher recruited than Shaq was in basketball at the time. But then Shaq had a longer career in basketball. It happens like that. But the equivalent of what you're saying today. So now y'all didn't have a star system back then, but you would have been a 5-star.
Yeah. I would have been a 5-star. I would have made a lot of money.
So what that translates to, and we're gonna talk about NIL a little bit later.
Yeah.
So now a 5-star tight end / tackle is worth at least $1 million. Just to make that plain for the public, that with the NIL and name, image, likeness, to this day, that was $1 million athlete. And Johnny Manziel was another person who would have, if he would have had NIL when he played, would have been millions of dollars.
Yeah, he ain't needed. He was still making millions.
Exactly. So now you at A-Leaf.
Yeah.
You playing football for LSIC. Everything's going good, and then Texas comes to get you. But then you say you break your ankle.
Well, no, before that, man, we got to go back. So, like,
okay.
So, like, we like leading up into my senior year, like at that particular point, man, when you're recruited highly like that, you're in magazines, on news stations, all of this stuff, man, everybody know you. Like, man, I had over 70 plus scholarships. My baby brother, Jeremy, shout out Jay Hills, he used to get all my letters.
Yes.
And they would come in drove like boxes.
Yes, mailbox full.
Yeah, and so he would, stack them all and stack them up, and we'd go through them. And I had like over 70 plus scholarships, bro. Going into my senior year, we're going the farthest that we've ever been in school history, to the state semifinals to face Converse Judson, who had just won the state championship the year before.
I know him personally.
Yeah. And so in that game, man, I'm killing it, right? We're up, we're winning, they can't do nothing with me.
What year is this?
This is 2002, 2003.
02. So that's Gerard. That's I think that's Gerard Douglas. Yeah. So I know the Judson Rockets. Like I say, Eric Brown. I know a lot of Judson Rockets. Okay.
Yeah. So we kill them. They can't do nothing too. I remember to play the 236 cross, 236 Tiger. We kill them with crossing routes and streaks. I'm bigger than the linebacker. I'm faster than the linebacker. Bigger than the safety. So we doing our thing, man. I catch the ball, routine play, first down. Catch the linebacker, boom, stiff arm him in the ground.
Yes.
The boundary corner, meaning the corner closest to the sideline, comes and hits me and wipes my knee out.
Ooh.
So at that point, everything gone. MCL, PCL, ACL, element OP. If it had an L in it, it's out.
Yes. You know and my son has that same injury, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so we talked about that earlier off the show. That's how I developed drop foot.
Correct.
Which wouldn't allow my ankle to move, which basically left me paralyzed for 6 months. So
wow.
All those scholarships I had, bro, they pulled them.
Wow.
And you got to think, like, my first scholarship I got as a freshman in high school from Penn State.
Wow.
So, like, they pulled all of them. And so, you know, long story short.
So which you had to have one stuck with you.
Well, that's why I was going at.
Okay.
Long story short, man, Texas stayed with me.
Okay.
So Mac Brown, who was the coach at that time, said that, Tony, we recruited you for the man that you are, not just the player.
Nice.
So if you want to come to Texas, we got a scholarship.
Yeah, Mac Brown.
That's my guy, man, to this day. And so, long story short, got back right. Everything came back, feeling came back after a little bit. And when I gray shirted. So gray shirting is when you come in the spring.
Yes.
Right? And red shirting is when you're done for the whole year.
Correct.
You're going to develop, right? So I came in the spring of 2004. And I'll never forget when I got there, it was a strength coach he's a Hall of Famer now. His name is Mad Dog.
Yeah, I know Big Mad Dog.
Yeah, Jeff Madden, right?
Yeah.
And he said, if you give me 5 yards, I'll make you a player in the NFL. I looked him in his eyes and said, I'll give you 10.
Yes.
So I switched positions, and that's how I became an offensive lineman at Texas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now you with Kelvin Banks and the famous tackles of University of Texas Longhorns.
Well, I'm way before Kelvin Banks, man. But I tell you what, he is a hell of a guy, hell of a tackle, man.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing in New Orleans. Now, this would have been the Mike Williams space, the Jonathan Scotts of the world, the Leonard Davises of the world, the Justin Blaylocks, the Lyle Centerlines, my dog, my dog and my guard, the Casey Studders. That was a national championship year, guys.
Wow. And then on defense, you got Roy. Is Roy Miller on defense at that time?
Roy would have been a freshman.
Yes.
The guys would have been Frank Ocam, Roderick Wright, Brian Roberson, Tim Crowder. Rackpo was a freshman at that time.
I remember Rackpo.
Yeah, we had a squad, man.
Yeah, the Longhorns. And I know one thing about them Texas Longhorns is they make sure that y'all are solid at both athletically and academically.
Yes.
So that explains the transition from athletics. And definitely, we got to touch on the Super Bowl, but then we also got to go from Super Bowl into business. So you go to Texas, everything's going good, and you get drafted.
Yeah, so we go to Texas, everything's going good. I break my ankle
yes.
my senior year, and so we go through that whole process, and then I get drafted, right? And so I went 4th round, 130th pick to the Steelers.
The Steelers,
so
okay.
Mike Tomlin, shout out to Mike Tomlin. The standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard.
So, yeah, man, and so my first year there, man, we just hit a hot streak.
Yeah.
So, like, 3 years before, they had won it in 2005, and I believe Mike got there in 2006 because that was Cowher's last year.
Yeah.
So, in a 2-year span, 2008, man, we just caught fire. Yeah. And that was my rookie year. So, at that point, you got to think, I've played football from the start of 2007 all the way up into February of 2009, 08, 09, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Because of the playoffs and Super Bowl,
correct.
You don't stop.
Correct. So I had been in the football space for almost 2 years.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So the
wear and tear on the body.
Bro, it's not even just the wear and tear, like mentally.
Yes.
Being able to stay in it and learn everything was crazy. But yeah, man, my rookie year, we won a Super Bowl.
Wow.
And then the wild part is 2 years later, in 2009, 2010, we went back to the Super Bowl, but we lost to Green Bay, which is Aaron Rodgers' only Super Bowl win, which is funny because now the team he beat, he's now the starting quarterback. It's crazy how that works.
So it's full circle. So you got some high achievements, a lot of a lot of things, like you say, Dan Marino, you said didn't even have a Super Bowl ring, is what I've heard.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's winning the Super Bowl, like that's why, to me, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Because he's done it more than once.
Well, it's not even that, man. He has more Super Bowls than any franchise. That's one. Two, wow. I know based off of being a part of those runs, like how everything has to go right and the commitment that it takes to get to that to that space. Like day in and day out, like there's a commitment level. There's a high level of commitment, not just from the individuals on the team, but everybody in the organization. Gotcha. Everything matters. The smallest details matter, right? And so for him to be able to do that many times, and then on top of that, be discarded from the team that he did it with because they didn't see the value in him anymore.
Correct. I remember that.
Right? And then to go to another team, with the coach that I won with, Bruce Arians, and then do it again. And not only did he do it again, he did it again at his home stadium.
Yes.
Like, bro, like, that's amazing.
Yes.
You know, it's similar to what we just saw with Terrence Crawford and
the boxing match.
Yeah,
the night for night. Yes.
It's just some people, man, they have this aura about them, man, where it's just like, this guy's special.
So and I feel like you have that aura based on your adversity.
Yeah.
At each, before every level you received an injury.
Yeah.
But at that time you had to decide, okay, do I stop now or I keep going?
Yeah.
I also heard you say that that when you did, and after you won the Super Bowl, you were cut and released from some teams.
Yeah.
But you never took it as they cut you. You looked at it as a new open door.
Oh, yeah.
Share that a little bit.
Yeah, man, listen, at the end of the day, football is a business, man, and your value, your perceived value of yourself might not be seen by others, but you don't allow others to dictate your story.
Exactly.
Right. So like for me, like I'm gonna give God the glory for my story. So he allowed me and sustained me to be in the NFL for almost a decade.
Yes.
Right. So, with Pittsburgh there was a contractual dispute, right? With Denver there was a system fit.
Okay.
Right. But the thing is that all of those situations led me to different places to where I connected and still am connected to a lot of people to this day.
Yes.
So because I was on different teams, I was connected to different people. So like I'll give you an example. Like Troy Polamalu was my teammate.
Yes.
Hines Ward, right?
Joy Porter.
Not Porter, James Harrison.
Yes.
That's my dog to this day.
Yes.
Me and Big James, every time I see him, it's all love, right? But then also like the Von Millers of the world.
Yes.
I sat on the planes right next to B-Doc, our locker room, Brian Dawkins, the Weapon X, like to be able to witness this man and talk to him every day. I got that experience. I went over to Indianapolis and got connected back with Bruce Arians, and we did something special with Andrew Luck. You know what I mean? I came to Dallas and I was able to, me and Dez Bryant are sitting in Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hanging out and just having real conversations about media and perspectives and all of these things. And then we go on one of Dallas's greatest runs of the millennia with, when we went 12-4, won playoff games and all of that type of stuff. And then, man, I go to New Orleans.
Yes.
Right? Where I meet my dog Teron Armstead and Cam Jordan and Big Mark, Mark Ingram, who's doing this thing now on College Game Days. And it's like, I didn't just get to live my dream, man. I got to create great memories and wonderful relationships.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you never were bitter in the moment. You knew it was an opportunity to expand your coaching tree, what we call a coaching tree, or your player network.
And on top of that, man, like I knew my worth. Like a lot of those reasons why I was cut wasn't because, oh, you're not good enough.
Yes.
It was because I knew my worth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was like, no, I'm not finna take a pay cut. Like when I play 5 positions on the line. Like,
yes.
Like I literally I'm the swing tackle and I'm serviceable inside. Like, so no, I'm not going to. So
and they changed it due to you. They've changed the name of it. So now it's called IOL, inside or outside lineman.
Yeah.
They used to be right guard, left guard.
Yeah.
Now they label the whole line. They want you to be transitional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was my superpower.
Yes.
Like I knew, okay, if I'm not gonna be the starter,
yes,
then what other value can I bring?
Exactly.
So I started learning the other positions and understanding how things work at those positions.
Correct.
So now what happens is it makes it hard for you not to pick me up.
Correct.
When you know injury is going to happen.
Yes.
And if the person behind the person that's starting isn't serviceable,
Correct.
at least serviceable, that can derail your whole season.
Because they're one-dimensional.
Correct.
Yeah.
So for me, I would, when I was in Pittsburgh, I would play left tackle. Something happened, I'd go to right tackle. Something happened, I'll be the right guard. I remember we played Philly, man. I played 4 positions in 3 quarters.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
So like when I say I know my worth,
yeah. So it can't leave you at home. They got it. Can't leave you. Hey, when it's time to put the travel roster together, Tony Hills is the first one on the roster.
Somebody's gonna pick me up.
Exactly.
And that's how it happened every year. So long story short, man, the lesson that I learned from that is what Mike Tomlin used to always tell us when I was a rookie. Man, you can't be a one-trick pony.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So what would you say the major difference between college at Texas Longhorns versus NFL for somebody who's transitioning from college to NFL, or because it seemed like college is kind of might baby you a little bit. The NFL seemed like it's strictly business when you go in the locker room.
When I played, that might have been true, but I don't believe that's true today because the kids are getting paid
because of the NIL. So now it's business at the younger level.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So now you brought that competitive edge, that work ethic into your business. The attention to details like Tom Brady. You know what it takes to be great in business, and you also are looking for people to understand that the career in the NFL. Now, your career actually, because the average career in the NFL is 42 months. You went way, how many years?
10. I retired year 10, yeah.
Okay, the average career in the NFL right now is 3.5.
Yeah.
And you did 10. So you did way above average, 3 times the average. However, now you're in the business space and you're trying to prepare not only young men, but also young women, spouses per se, and women in business for the transition from, okay, now you're at the top of the mountain, or the top of the roller coaster, but you're about to go down again.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for the transition from athletics and professional football to owning your own business and leaving a legacy?
Yeah.
So what do you do now to prepare others for that?
Yeah, so it's twofold, man. I have 2 markets, the athlete space and then the female space. So my particular expertise in business is in the life insurance B2C space, right?
Gotcha.
We just opened up Staff Financial. We just opened up our B2B space, our brokerage, so we operate in B2B. I have a partner that runs that division. He's doing a phenomenal job. Shout out to my man Butch Shalia and Rico. But so the preparation factor is simply this: we got to start while we're in it.
Yes.
Right. And so for me, I'm focused more on the college side of things.
Yeah.
Because professionally, although I know what the numbers are, there's a lot of gatekeepers there.
Yeah.
And I understand being a 22, 23-year-old kid that just signed a four-year, $50 million, $30 million signing bonus deal.
Yes.
You're not going to be looking at the perceived old guy that's trying to tell you what to do with your money.
Yeah, you're
right?
old. They figure like you're old head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so the reality of the situation is that in that space, it's more of a relational thing.
Correct.
So like if I obtain a client in the NFL, it's because there was something that we connected on to where he was like, you know what? I like how he talking, and I don't really know anything, and I don't really. If I can trust anybody, it's gonna be the brother that understands training camp. It's gonna be the brother that understands family trying to take all the money. It's gonna be the brother that understands, females and how they operate and how they see me and view me now, as opposed to how they view me when I didn't have money. If I can trust anybody, let me see if I can trust this individual here, and I don't take that lightly.
Now, and there's also a new segment that we're running into, and I can tell you're not that person.
Yeah.
But I also hear that there's players now who have who basically ran through their money, and now they're approaching young athletes trying to get theirs.
Yeah, I mean, you see it, but like, here's the thing: I don't believe children are done by any means.
Correct.
Right. And when I say children, I'm talking about these young kids.
Adults.
Yeah, the young adults, right? They understand people that are opportunists.
Yes.
Like for me, I have my life set up in a way to where your money doesn't dictate how I live.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank
you.
you.
Because your money doesn't dictate how I live, bro, what I'm giving you is just the understanding of what I've been through.
Yes.
Right? Like the thing is, the reason why I let them know that they can trust me is because like what a lot of people don't know is going into my rookie year, I was in debt.
Oh, wow.
Because I was projected to be higher
And then start spending before.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
And because nobody taught me.
Yes.
But because I was able to have such a long career, it allowed me to flip the narrative of being a broke athlete.
And Shaq did the same thing. I think Shaq said his first contract, he ran through a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then now, would it help him be one of the strongest businessmen? I think between Shaq and Magic Johnson, they one of the.
And you got to throw Master P in there too, man.
Yeah. Oh, Master P went broke at one time.
No, he didn't go broke, but I'm talking about strong business acumen.
Oh, no doubt,
absolutely.
no doubt.
Yeah, we got to give P his credit.
Yeah, Master P and Master P. Yeah, he definitely talked about how you get lines of credit and things like that to get established correct. But yeah, but that actually helps you learn.
It did.
It helped you learn not to let it happen again.
And not only did it help me learn, it gave me something that I believe a lot of athletes don't have because they're not taught and they don't understand, and the way it came so fast, but the value of money.
Correct.
Like people don't understand in the space of athletics, there's not an understanding of the value of money. Right.
Do you give credit to University of Texas for that, or do you? What do you? Well, I'll say like this, because I'm in the business and on the real estate side and on the professional athlete relocation side.
Yeah.
And I notice trends, and I notice that the UT players seem like they're a little bit more stable than everyone else 10 years after school.
Yeah, there's a lot to, I don't know the statistics on that, but from a eyeball test, I can understand where you get that from. The reason being, I believe, is one, a sense of community.
Okay.
So like there's a lot of athletes that find success in other things, but then they always come back home to Austin.
Yes.
So you think about it, like, if you're in Austin, there's no professional team.
Correct.
So then your tenure of what you've done at the collegiate level stretches longer, right? And then on top of that, if you're a part of the only national championship team of the millennia, that being us in 05, then that allows you to play off certain things and gives you more opportunity as well. And then the guys, we all stay connected. I'll give you an example, right? So my brother went to Texas, right? And now he has the collective. He has the podcast, Third and Longhorn, right? So he comes to Dallas.
Yes.
Bro, we coming to Dallas, come be on the show. That's an opportunity.
Yes.
Opportunity how? I can share my story like I'm sharing with you with 25 to 30,000 people.
Okay.
I'll give you another example. Shout out to my guys, Blake Monroe, Jerry Hamilton. I can't forget Jerry Hamilton. He's gonna kill me. Bobby Burton. Dang, my bad, BB. Bobby Burton, right? These guys have been recruiting Texas athletics for 30 years plus, right? Yes. So they see me talking and they're like, "Hey, man, we want to do a segment for you called Hump Day with Hills." Yes. On Texas football. Coffee and Football is a segment. Bro, that's a segment of over 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
And so those opportunities come from the connections.
Gotcha. So when you pick a school as a young athlete, you not only pick it based on the athletic program itself, but also based on the network of potential business partners after football.
Listen, that's what I did.
Yes.
I was cognizant enough to understand that I know I'm not leaving Texas.
Yes.
Like I know, like wherever I play, when I'm done, I'm gonna come back here.
Correct.
Why not go to the best school in the state?
Yes.
Because at least that might give me options. That's literally how I thought as a 19, 20-year-old kid.
Wow. Okay.
Right? And 20 years later, my 40-year-old self is talking to the 20-year-old and saying, "Damn good move."
That was a good move.
Damn good move. Because if I need anything, for instance, I can call Sally Brown, Mac Brown, and say, "Hey, I'm looking to do X, Y, and Z. I would love your help. Whatever you need, Tony."
And indirectly, that's how I got into luxury real estate. Like I said, I played high school with Priest Holmes, and when Priest Holmes decided to go
another great Longhorn.
When he decided to go ahead and buy a luxury home, he hit me up first. "Hey man, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to buy a luxury home." And he, like I say, great Longhorn, will definitely hit the ground running right there in Texas. Well, I definitely see the value of
it's a network, bro.
Yeah, it's a strong network, and that kind of prevents you from hitting rock bottom all per se. If you hit rock bottom at Texas, put it like this, you had to do something stupid, like you said. If you hit rock bottom at Texas, you had to do something stupid.
If you hit rock bottom at Texas, it's because A, you didn't have a plan. That's the first thing.
Yes.
B, you're prideful and you won't tell anybody you're struggling.
Wow.
That's the second thing.
Okay.
Or 3, you didn't really do well connecting and plugging into the network.
Correct.
Right. Those are the top 3 reasons why I believe that somebody would hit rock bottom if they came from Texas.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
There was no vision after. And that's why I said the best way for these young guys, I'll look at this camera. He said, make a point on this one.
Yes.
Listen, the best way for you young guys
yes.
to understand how to move beyond the game, what to do when it's done. I wrote a book called What to Do When It's Done. But the best way that you can do that is to start planning now. Right?
Gotcha.
Start looking towards the end now while you're in it. So that way you have an easier transition when it's over.
And where can they find what to do when it's done?
Oh, man, you just go to statebooks.com/transition. I know your media guys, they'll put it on there for you.
And the thing, too, is, that book is ahead of its time because now everybody needs to know what to do when it's done because what to do when it's done before meant after professional football. But now, since college is now like professional, what to do when NIL stops.
Yeah.
A lot of people are extending their college eligibility
to keep getting that money.
Because they know they're not draftable for some reason or they know they're a lower round draft. So what they're getting paid in college is more than they're actually going to get paid in the pros. So if I'm getting paid, say, $1 million in the pros, but I'm getting paid $2 million to come back another year, I'm staying in college another year.
Well, what it did is it opened up another segment of financial security potentially for those that can understand how to leverage it.
Correct. You know what I mean? So you have lower overhead, lower expenses.
You have zero expenses in college.
Yes, correct.
No, I'm serious.
So that's the okay then, and that's the scary part.
Well, yeah. So the thing is that you could be a kid making $500,000 to $1 million, 1099. So the first thing is you're getting all of that money up front. Now,
correct.
If you don't have a good tax team,
exactly,
you're gonna find yourself in some issues. But let's just perceive this person does. Like Seth Trimble. Seth Trimble is a basketball player for UNC. He ended up using a majority of his NIL money and bought a Ben & Jerry's franchise.
Okay.
Right? Smart investment.
Correct.
Business in the box.
Yes.
Right? Franchises is how Shaq made a lot of his money.
Exactly.
So if you know statistically that 98% of the players that are playing collegiately right now will not move on to the next level, then if you have a vision and a plan with the NIL money that you get now, here's the other part about college. Not just having a vision and plan for NIL. Pause that, come to this. There's no overhead.
Correct.
Because they pay for everything. I know for a fact there's colleges that have swipe cards for food.
Yes.
You're in the dorm room. They even give you money. There's stipends.
Correct.
Right? So there's all of these things. You have zero overhead.
Correct.
You have $500,000, $600,000, $700,000.
And your medical's covered.
Everything.
Yes.
All of that's done.
Yes.
So now, zero overhead, $700,000, right? And then on top of that, here's the other thing that they have that we really didn't have because this stuff was just starting.
Correct.
The ability to brand themselves on social media.
Yes.
So you can build a brand. You have zero overhead. You have all this money, which gives you so much opportunity.
For residuals.
Yes. To create passive income.
Correct.
Here's the win. Now that you have money, you have zero overhead, you have a brand, all of that collectively gives you value in the eyes of businesses.
Correct.
Right? And it opens up opportunity.
Correct.
So now if these college kids are smart, what they would do is they would go to small businesses or startup brands and say, hey, I'm backed by the University of whatever
Texas,
it is, Texas,
Oklahoma,
Florida,
SMU.
whatever it is. Well, not Oklahoma. Don't nobody care about Oklahoma. But I'm backed by the University of fill in the blank.
Yes.
I want to do an equity deal.
Correct.
So they would just run around finding different
small
companies
business that need to grow.
And I'll be the brander, the branding aspect of your company. And because of that, you give me equity.
Correct.
You do 5, 6, 7, 8 deals. One of those hit, you're set for life.
So you're saying get equity, not the actual, not the marketing agreement. Don't take the little change. Go ahead and get partnership.
Think long term.
Yes.
Right? Jason Weaver.
Yes.
His mom is see, people don't be studying these things.
Yeah.
Jason Weaver was the singing voice for Simba on Lion King.
Oh, wow.
His mom didn't really know business. She just knew she had common sense. So they were going to give him all of this money up front and they would keep all of the rights. She said, no, y'all give him a little bit of money, but let him keep his rights. He gets royalty checks till this day
from
a movie that was out 30 plus years ago.
You know who else does something from my old neighborhood? I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, and people don't realize an old barbecue dude in our neighborhood didn't have money for his own real estate, so he would sell barbecue sandwiches at the gas station. So he started going to every gas station saying, "Can he sell barbecue sandwiches?" Well, that place today is Rudy's Barbecue.
That's crazy work.
Yep.
Wow.
He literally, Doc Holliday, a brother from East Side San Antonio, hey, say, I can't afford my own place to sell barbecue. Can I sell barbecue at your gas station? Can I sell barbecue at your gas station? So it shows the benefit of partnership, and you never know where that can go.
Correct.
You never know where that can go.
Bingo. That's what. So when these kids watch,
yes,
I hope they take from that, because they can be doing that right now. They are doing that right now. I can talk about Seth Trimble. He's a smart kid. That's how you do it.
Correct. So valuing your name, image, and likeness to add value, not take away value, add value to a business that needs to grow.
Correct. Build your portfolio with a multitude of startup businesses. The reason why I like startup businesses is because those businesses are in a position to negotiate.
Correct.
Right? And you don't lose anything from it. You actually gain. Right? So you say, hey, look, y'all don't pay me the money, pay me in equity. Because if I'm getting big checks NIL, I need to think long term.
Well, you got two. You and your brother both play for Texas, right?
Yeah.
And it's a breakfast place around the corner that might be looking to partner up with y'all on some stuff like that. Because I think they look for athletes that are brothers that are looking to brand.
Hey, listen. Send over the information, man. We always gonna look at contracts.
But I'm just saying that's how simple it is if you really start seeing the value in places like that, to where you can grow together. And I got to give a shout out to Dream. I didn't know about the collaboration thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
And now that I know about the collaboration tool on Instagram, I mean, I can grow overnight. But what you're saying, not only do it on social media, but actually doing it in real life, collaborate.
I like knee to knee, man.
Yeah.
Listen, my media people here right now. You know what I mean? Like, shout out E-Dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my girl E-Dog. But but I do believe that more deals are made this way.
Correct.
Right? Because there's an energy. There's you can look a person in their eye. You can feel certain things about that individual if you want to continue to pursue that relationship or not, right? There's value in that. And so I believe you do these deals backroom, and then you create a stigma behind something that's already been done. Right.
Yes.
So I'll give you an example. Say you and I were doing a real estate deal.
Okay.
Right. Say we were going to do an apartment out in Oak Cliff.
Okay.
And so we got an apartment builder. So we've been talking about this for months, right?
Correct.
So one would be able to say, okay, we got this deal done.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, we would document the process.
Correct.
And then you would have a talk where you would be talking to the camera and say, man, it would be cool if we came together, man, and we were able to get a couple of guys, create some sort of real estate, situation and do this deal, man. That would be pretty dope.
Yes.
Like, all right, yeah, it would. And so all of a sudden, you place that out into the atmosphere, and it looks like it's something that you're talking about, but the deal's already done.
Correct.
So now what happens is that when you have the deal and it's done already, you want to drop, boom, you drop it. And so you continue that same process, and what happens is now people decide, these are people that execute.
Yes, yeah.
Every time they talking about something, they do it.
And you know what? You know who does that already when they do their research is banks. A lot of banks, I have people, builders, customers, investors always come to me, and they want some documented proof that you've done this before.
Yeah.
If you don't have any documented proof that you've done this before, that nobody wants to be the first one. You don't want to be the first. Like if you get on an airplane today at a DFW and the guy tells you, hey, this is my first flight, I think you might wait for the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
You might
wait. Yeah. Let you get your experience with me not being on that seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, you can have 4F, bro. Here you go. I'm gonna get a different one.
But like you say, when you document it in a professional way too, because I see now you can read through social media to find out some of this documentation that people are doing on social media is staged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you're able to ask the right question, use the right languages to find out, hey, this deal really did happen, and you can find it in the courthouse under the deeds and plats and find out the recording that goes along with the process. But you also have to do something that you do with your podcast and that you do with your relationships. You document, I want to say about 70% of it. You save some of the secret sauce.
Yeah.
The secret sauce is something that you have to be internal, like your media person, somebody who knows you personally that makes you different. But also, as an athlete, some things, as you know, you could tell somebody everything you're doing, and they're just not going to do it because they're not going to outwork you.
Yeah. And well, the thing is that when it comes to that, like, here's my thing, and I know as an athlete this is gonna be taboo, but I truly believe this, and my brother Jeremy will argue me down to this day. He'll argue me down to this day, but I truly believe that I don't have competition.
You did say that,
right?
You did say that.
And the reason why I say that is because God has uniquely crafted and scheduled something within you that only you can do the way that you do it.
Your fingerprint.
Correct. Right? And so because of that, even if somebody is literally doing the same exact thing, they cannot do that thing like you.
And that's why I was going with the transition from college football to pro football. I feel, and people told me the game is faster, the game is slower, this, that,
it's
and the
definitely
other.
Faster.
Okay, so it's faster.
Yeah, because the experience is more.
Okay, and like an old school D-line coach once told me, those guys are getting paid too.
Yeah,
the guy across from you getting paid too.
Absolutely.
So
what?
A
family to feed.
Exactly. so what did you do? And you said the best thing already. You said your competition is yourself.
Yeah.
But what do you do when somebody's just as big as you?
Yeah.
Just as fast as you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your matchup. Like you were talking about the boxing match the other day. When you know, okay, this guy's my height, my speed, my weight. When did your creativity kick in, and how do you apply that to business today?
Yeah, so great question. So here's the thing: when you're fighting a formidable opponent, right?
Correct.
Then all you can do is prep to the best of your ability.
Yes.
And then you let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly.
At that particular time, it's not about your athletic ability or your skill set. It's literally about one thing: your will to win.
Gotcha.
Is your will to win stronger than his? And I believe it was a book that Og Mandino wrote. I forget the name of the book, but Og Mandino wrote a book. And within that book, one of the characters says that I can never fail if my will to succeed is strong enough.
And so your will to succeed at this point in life is your legacy.
Well, my purpose is my legacy.
Correct.
Right? So my purpose is found in the book of Proverbs chapter 1, where it talks about to whom shall teach knowledge, right? To give subtlety, skill, discretion, and wisdom to the youth. Like I absorb wisdom and I learn not just for myself, but to be able to teach the youth.
Nice.
Like I want to teach them.
Correct.
Right? Not just men, but women too.
Exactly.
And I know a lot of women, you ain't gonna be able to teach me nothing. Right? And I get it. I get it. That's fine. That just means that if that is your thought process, that's fine.
Yeah.
That just means you're not my assignment.
Correct. I dust my feet and go to the next town, as the Bible says.
Correct. You're not my assignment, right? And that's okay.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to grow and to build and to learn and do the thing that God has told me to do because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So my purpose becomes my legacy. And that'll only be known after I'm gone.
And that's how you and I really connected right away is when I mentioned I knew Corey. Old Corey Grant. So Corey Grant actually played high school ball with him, and he was one of my students in my real estate class at Champion School of Real Estate that I brought onto my team.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Corey can be a challenge because he's a smart guy. so since Corey, but I knew I was in my purpose teaching him what I needed to teach him for the period he was with me to make him expand and get his own real estate company to where he has his own team and he's flying on his own now. So I love giving back to the community to teach people how to get on their feet in real estate because I understand what it's like to walk in an office where nobody looks like you and nobody wants to help you.
Yeah.
You can literally walk in an office, you can get your license, be all suited up, booted up, ready to go, and then ask a question and nobody will say, oh, I don't know, find out yourself.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I can save a new agent maybe 6 to 12 months of headache by just helping them help them soar a lot quicker. And like you say, that doesn't always make sense financially, but the gratification to know that you're walking in your purpose is everything.
Yeah, and it just dawned on me, the greatest salesman in the world, Og Mandino. Read that book. But to your point, if I believe it was King Solomon that said, if all you do is live for the things under the sun, then your life is vanity.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So if all you're doing is looking to get an economic return because you've lent your expertise to somebody,
Yes.
you're missing the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reality is that what you don't understand is that it's better to be a husbandman, or as the Bible would call it, or a farmer, and plant seeds into these young people because you never know what they're going to grow up to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, think about the return that somebody has on a Toby Nwigwe.
Correct.
Right? Think about the return that somebody has on a Tony Hills or a Johnny Hills. Like, those individuals that have access to us because we remember when we were not where we were, they were there to give a helping hand or to give a nice word or just to give us a hug when we felt like we were defeated.
And I got to give a shout out to Moncho Sandals. So I got a friend who started ROTC program at A-Leaf now.
Nice.
And he's a retired Marine, Moncho Sanders, stepping in for your old neighborhood, and he's helping people. I mean, he's literally helping people who could have chose gang violence. Yeah. And he's getting them. And Jay Rotzi, junior ROTC program at an A-Leaf, Texas. So, but yeah, I look at you guys that came out of A-Leaf and see you guys are not a reflection of where you're from.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I mean, you are, but you aren't.
Man, look, one of the great, I appreciate it, man. But one of I want to put the light on these individuals. I saw Rashard Lewis.
Yes.
You know, he won a championship. I won the championship.
Yes.
I want to win one of those. I saw that sparked it. You talk about going a different route but finding your way, man. Roderick Wright.
Okay.
Roderick Wright was a defensive lineman for Hastings, man, and he went to the University of Texas. He ended up playing a couple years in the league, kind of, did his thing, kind of went under the ground, and the next thing you know, man, he's one of the defensive line coaches for the Houston Texans.
Wow.
So you talk about being right there in your community and going through these ebbs and flows, man, it's guys like that that come from our community. Me and my brother, the J Hills and Friends camp, we've done this consecutively back-to-back years. The first year we had like 80 kids. The next year we had well over 100 and some kids. Wow. We're going to continue to do that, right? To give back to the community. That to me is one of the most important things that I do in my life.
Exactly. Making sure you attend that camp every year to give back.
Yeah, because I remember being a kid
at the camp.
At camps.
Yes. Yeah, I do too.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do as well.
I remember, Mario Ellie coming to Ewens Elementary.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I do one with Indy Kalu and Cheddar from A-Leaf every year. And Cheddar we do one and every year as well. So it definitely lets you know it lets you know that, hey, these guys are human and I can actually make it as well.
Well, yeah, and I believe that's the lesson that I want people to take. Don't look at individuals as they're bigger than what they are. They're humans, bro.
Correct.
Like all of them. I don't care who you are, and not to name drop, but these are who people look at. Whether you Bishop T.D. Jakes or you Oprah or you Deion Sanders. Listen, at the end of the day, those are humans.
Correct.
Right? What you should look at is what were the steps that they took to find success, because success leaves clues. Yes. And principles are truth. There's a difference between things that are true and truth. There's other things that can be true.
Yes.
But there's only one truth. Right?
Yeah.
So principles are truth. So when you identify the principles of what success is, now you're going to find success. But I think what happens, I know what happens is we spend more time on our distractions than we do our destiny, and we wonder why we're down in the dumps.
We spend more time on our distractions than our destiny.
And we wonder why we're down in the dumps. Meaning what? Meaning that we're at the lowest. We're at the bottom.
Yes.
It's because of what you're paying attention to.
Correct.
Like, I can tell, like, if I see some content on social media that I might find that's inspiring, right? I do this as a check. I'll go to the comments, not because I care about what they want to say.
Okay.
But then I can look at the individuals that I perceive that are not living the best life that they want to live.
Correct.
Because everybody that I've seen that are living the life they want to live, they don't have time to do that.
To reply.
Right?
Yes.
And I use that as a teaching tool for these young kids.
Yes.
Like, hey, if I see any of y'all in here, I know y'all not serious about life.
Exactly.
Because people that are serious about life are so locked into what they doing. They ain't got time to be worried about everybody else.
Exactly. So Tony, so when, okay, how can people reach you?
Yeah.
Tell me your website, your books, and how can you because I want to make sure that everybody gets with you to understand the B2B and the B2C side, but also the legacy side of how important it is to help people transition into the insurance side of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll lead off with this. They can get in touch with me. Just go to TonyTheTycoon.com. So TonyTheTycoon.com, you can get in touch with me. You can see everything that I'm about. For individuals that it's two sides. If you're an athlete and you're looking to get into business or understand how to capitalize your brand,
correct,
right? Then you'll click I'm an athlete, and it'll walk you through that particular process to get contacted with my team on that side. If you are a woman and you are interested in entrepreneurship,
correct,
you don't know where to start, whether you're a teacher and you're looking to get into something different, or you're a corporate executive and you're looking to do something different or create your own, build your own asset, then you would go to the site and you would click I'm an insurance professional, even if you're not.
Okay.
Right? That's where you
professional.
would, that's where you would go. And the reason why this is so important and why I'm so passionate about helping women, I'll give you this backstory real quick. My mom just turned 70.
Wow, congratulations.
Right? And so I asked her, I said, Mom, you have a son that played in the league and has all these accolades. You have another son that's a business tycoon, that's killing it and opening up different spaces all over the country. Dealing with millionaires. You don't have any. You don't need anything. House, the car. You're
everything
good.
taken care of.
You're good. I said, do you have any regrets? And so when she started thinking, I'm a helper by trade, Don. So I was just like, I'm gonna help you out. Jeremy's probably your regret, right? Because you shouldn't. So that's when she started laughing. She
That's
said,
his brother.
She said, yeah, my brother Jeremy. She said, no, son, you know what? She said, I wish I would have poured something in myself while I was pouring everything into you and your brother.
Yes.
And my thing is, how many women are in that same situation?
Yes.
So what I want to help diminish is that statement for these women that have the ability to build this thing.
Yes.
Because there's a systematic approach to it.
Yeah, you're so busy being a great parent that you're neglecting yourself.
And the opportunities that you're wanting to create for your children, you could actually start now.
Yes.
If you had the right system. So we've created a systematic approach to how we share women and show women how to launch and successfully scale life insurance businesses in the B2C space.
Okay, business to consumer.
Business to consumer. Systematically.
Gotcha. And so that way they're growing as their children are growing.
Correct. And so what happens is there's a 5-day challenge.
Okay.
That is complimentary.
Yes.
So you got these people out here that's always trying to push or sell you something.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let me prove my value to you on what it is that we're going to do. And all you have to do is sign up. We'll walk you through a qualification process. If you qualify, it is a 1-to-1 5-day straight complimentary challenge that we have to show you these particular things. We're going to do mindset shifts. Then once we do that, we're going to identify your purpose.
Correct.
The next day, we're going to talk about message. We're going to talk about market.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about how to deliver the message to the market. And then if you want to continue, then there's ways that we can continue after that.
And once again, his calling is based on his mom being a single mom. Because I know sometimes people say, oh, why is he targeting women?
Correct.
Because he understands the struggle, what it was like for your mom to raise boys by herself.
Absolutely.
Now, you are happily married with kids and everything. But,
absolutely. But
what you do is actually still to grow your business based on what you came from, because you saw the pain your mom had to go to. So I'm the same way, man. I'm single. I grew up single mom. My mom took me to the Parade of Homes every year. I had no clue while we were taking the city bus, to the Parade of Homes. 30 years later, I end up getting into luxury real estate, selling those same homes that this single mom called the city bus, the metro, the dart to take me to. So moms have visions way beyond. They can see way beyond some of us.
Yeah.
And so I understand exactly the importance of what you're doing. I have single moms in my household right now. My daughters are moms that are single.
Yeah.
So I understand the value, but also understand the value of the entrepreneur side too, to where a single mom is also a better evangelist, I would call it, for a business.
Yeah.
See, one thing about a single mom, when you help them, they're going to share it.
Correct.
I hate to say, men, we could kind of be like, man, I ain't going to tell you who my plug is.
Yeah.
We try to keep it to ourselves.
Secretive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that we put that out there as well, that you come from a position of, hey, I don't want anybody to go through what my mom went through,
Yeah.
versus some of these other jokers out here that's doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, no, my reason and my intention are pure. And this is the thing. I don't promise them success.
Correct.
Right? I don't know your work effort.
Yeah, your work ethic.
Yeah, I don't know your effort, and I don't know your work ethic. But what I do know is that I know that systems allow you to scale.
Yes.
And I understand the systems that I operate have led me to close well over, $8 million in policy coverage.
That's good.
And well over $1 million plus in premium. Right?
And so you're not an MLM, you're an independent.
I'm an independent.
Correct.
Yes, Stat Financial is its own independent brokerage. So when you come with us, you go through our process, the whole nine. We'll get you appointed with the different brokers.
So you're not a cult.
No. No, I don't believe in that. No, we're a different C word. We're a community.
Yeah.
Right? We're a caring community.
I'm just making sure. I want to differentiate you.
I feel you. No, the biggest difference between us and what you're speaking to about independent marketing organizations or IMOs is that their money is made off of recruiting and having those recruits just go out and push product.
Yes.
I'm not interested in having you to push product. I'm interested in having you to understand how do you solve problems in your market.
Gotcha.
And then these are the tools that we'll use to solve those problems. So we're going to show you how to build a business. So for us, for IMOs, it's more about quantity.
Correct.
For us, it's about quality.
Gotcha.
Right? Because I'm successful in my own right.
Yes.
Right? And so I'm not looking to have thousands upon thousands of agents.
Correct.
Right? If I'm going to have thousands of anything, I want to have thousands of community leaders.
Yes.
I want to have thousands of corporate executives. I want to have thousands of impact players. Right? I want to have thousands of people, both, in the athletic space as well as in the female market, especially over here, that can go into the community of where they came from and say, I'm here to let y'all know that we can't make no more excuses because I was where you are and I'm here now. And this is how we got there.
And like I was saying, they have black sports moms. You have moms, you have wives, you have fiancés, you have daughters.
Yes.
So it's definitely a market for that needs this.
If this space can help you to grow within your purpose, then we are the place for you. If you don't believe that it can, then we're not. And guess what? I wish you well on your journey.
Exactly, and that's important because you definitely want to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
Correct.
You want to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate. Well, man, it's been a pleasure. Like I say, Tycoon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna do this again, but I definitely want to see. I want to see. This grow and by the way, you're national. You're not just in Texas. Can anybody go to your website and sign up for training?
Yeah. So if you just, like I said, if you just go to TonyTheTycoon.com and then you click on, as soon as you get the link, you click on I'm an insurance professional.
Yes.
Then what they're going to do is on the scheduling link, there's going to be a discovery call, and that discovery call is for a qualification.
Yes.
And there's questions that you can ask on there, but the qualification is to be able to determine if you're a right fit and what your commitment level is to yourself, not to us.
Exactly.
Right. So I understand you're going to have reservations.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, just because you're excited about starting this new journey doesn't mean there's not going to be challenges. I need to be able to understand that regardless of challenge, you'll persevere anyway.
Yes.
Right. And that's one of the qualifications. Where's your perseverance level? Because we can either make excuses or we can make a way, but we can't do both.
And the blessing of that is going to kick in, because when you have those type of challenges, the blessing on the other side of that is when you don't have to be present to be profitable.
Correct.
See, a lot of what we do today is, if I don't show up to work, I don't get paid. Yeah. But if you build that right, then you don't have to be present to be profitable, because you actually have a stable, solid business. Is that,
and then the other part of that is it pertains to getting to that space, and I'll say this as a finality, is that this is the most important thing, especially when we're dealing with our community. Yes. Stop listening to these rappers.
Correct, because that's not authentic wealth.
What I mean by that is, there's no such thing as I got it on my own.
No.
Even though there was somebody that helped you get somewhere.
Correct.
So when I mean stop listening to the rappers, is that ideology is not an ideology of success. If the Son of God had 12 homies, you need people.
If Jesus had 12 disciples, what make you think you don't need?
You need people. And so what happens is that as long as they're plugged in, then when these challenges arise, now you have a coach in a community to be able to help you through those challenges. And that's what a lot of people lack. They just don't have people in their corner that are willing, to help them.
Also, where we're going to be? LG's, you said?
LG's for my men's monthly meetup, man. Yeah, absolutely. In McKinney, Texas.
So LG's men's monthly meetup, once again.
Last Thursday of every month.
Last Thursday of every month. Yeah. You'll be able to see Tycoon there live and in person and actually ask any questions you might have.
Anything.
And like I say, I'll definitely be there. Once again, thanks for coming on the Real Estate Don TRED podcast. Like I say, when when you told me you were a friend of Corey and Toby, I already knew you're good people. Solid. Day one, SWAT, A-Leaf, Texas, the hardest working guys I know, both on and off the field, and even when it comes to academics and reading up on things and making sure you leave a legacy to your children's children. So once again, man, thanks for coming out. God bless. And like I say, I'll see you the third Thursday of every month. You say
last Thursday.
The last Thursday of every month at LG's. I'll be there.
All right, man.
All right. Appreciate you.